Okay, so Takopis Original Sin. Fuck. I don't even know where to begin because I'm gonna be honest. This show just keeps getting sadder and sadder, truthfully. So let's just talk about it. Also, I do apologize for like the weird setup. My room is still super dirty from my trip. I haven't had time to like really organize it and whatnot. But I just wanted to get my thoughts on the latest episode because I wasn't really planning on making another video about the series till it concluded in just a few more episodes. But I'm gonna be honest, today's episode or last night's episode hit different. Like, if you have any siblings or you have an older brother or something like that, this episode is going to hit you specifically because we get to see the aspect from Azuma's perspective, how he pretty much feels left behind by his older brother. He's always been overshadowed by his older brother Junya, and every time he would fail, his mom would always constantly compare him to his older brother, saying, why can't you be like your older brother? Yeah, you are still pretty smart, but you're not the perfect son that I want. I work as hard as I can be because I am a doctor, and Azuma's mom is a doctor, owns a clinic, and Junya, Azuma's brother, is pretty much like the standard for everything. And whenever he got a job, his mom thought, oh hey, it's gonna affect his grades, he's not gonna be as smart, whatever, this might be Azuma's time to shine. But nope, it made Junya even go far above and beyond. It made him be the perfect son to the point where almost nothing bad can happen to him because he's the standard to son. And for Azuma, this pretty much broke him. This pretty much made him feel like shit. Like, he was always compared to his older brother. He was never good enough. Yeah, to other people around his friends, around his classmates, he was one of the smartest people. He like was the second smartest. He was always the best in the class, but he was never the greatest compared to his brother. It's all about comparison, truthfully, this episode, because it shows how Azuma has always been in the background, how he's always tried to do what's best, how he's always tried to be there for others, even though no one has ever been there for him. He's always felt neglectful of his older brother because his older brother is pretty much perfect. He is essentially worthless. He thinks of himself as less than perfect, and this episode really encapsulates what it means to feel that jealousy, what it means to feel behind, what it feels to like, okay, I'm never good enough, so what else can I do? My mom doesn't really care for me. And at the end of the day, Azuma, all he wanted was pancakes from his mom, because pancakes is symbolically shown in the series for Azuma as like a goal, like, oh hey, it's a reward for everything you've accomplished, and because you're able to do what you can do, here are some pancakes for you. Pancakes, since the beginning of this series, since we've been introduced to his character, it's always been the standard to show him like, oh, here's your reward, everything your hard work is right here. And the end of the episode's kind of funny because it reveals that Junior's brother never really liked his mom pancakes because he always thought they were kind of bad, they were kind of bland. So the thing Azuma strived for, the attention, the pancakes, wasn't really all that great ultimately, which is honestly pretty funny. And I love the interaction between Azuma and his older brother towards the very end of the episode, when Junya is pretty much like, you know, I'm your older brother. It doesn't really matter if you think I'm perfect or not. I think I'm not perfect myself. The things our mother says about me, yeah, she thinks that about us, but me personally, I don't view myself in that way. I am not the perfect son. I have my own flaws. I'm not good at Monster Hunter. I'm not good at that many things. You are still my little brother, so therefore I'm always going to take care of you. I'm always going to be there for you. And this is the part where it like legitimately made me cry. I don't know, like something about this interaction just felt so heartwarming. It just felt very, very devastating. Just seeing both of these guys interact was truthfully sad. And the fact that Shizuka has been manipulating Azuma from the very beginning, like since they pretty much murdered Marina-chan, and like it shows how desperate Azuma was for some sort of attention, for some sort of coping mechanism, for anyone to be there. He is wanted to be relied upon on, which is why he agreed to be the false guy for the murder for Maria-chan, while the other chick, I forgot her name, pretty much like got away scot-free. So at the end of the series episode, it's revealed that Azuma and their brother were involved in the murder, and now Shizuka is pretty much free to do whatever she wants. And the following episodes, we're assuming we're going to be following her as she goes to Tokyo and to discover what P is going to do with Shizuka, which is honestly sad because this episode really was about betrayal, moving onwards, and just like understanding what it means to be a better person. Like, I really love the dynamic between these two brothers. It shows how not so different they are, but at the same time it showed how Shizuka, even though she cares about people, she doesn't really care about anyone else other than herself, because she doesn't really want to go to prison. She really doesn't want to go to jail. She even told Azuma, it doesn't matter what happens, you're going to be the one to take the blame, because I'm not going to be the one going to prison. I'm going to find my dog. I'm going to go with P to Tokyo and to find out what's going to happen. Yeah, we made so many plans together, but if you could please just go to jail for me, that would be amazing, because I don't want to go to jail. Which is ultimately very fucked up for like two, like what, 10-year-olds to say, one betraying them. But at the end of the day, it's pretty much nobody's fault except their parents, because their parents are the ones solely to blame for the cause of this. If they treated their kids a little bit better, none of this could have been avoided. Azuma could have been a better son. He would have never compared himself to his older brother. Shizuka would never be the way that she is. But I'm curious to see how the story is gonna wrap up very, very soon. But yeah, I just wanted to talk about this episode because it specifically hit different. It generally, like, I rewatched it this morning and I'm like, holy shit, this, I didn't think it would make me cry again. Like, I watched it last night around midnight and that made me sad, but then I woke up around 7. I'm like, you know what, I'm going to rewatch it for this video specifically. I'm like, damn, this hit. But yeah, so if you saw the latest episode, what do you guys think of it? Are you excited for the conclusion of this series? And yeah, let me know if you've ever felt like Azuma, because yeah,